Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome back to the NoFo Live Show, where I, Sunita, along with my co-host Tracy, we hop on every Friday to talk about everything North Fork. I had a late night last night. It was great. I went to a friend's barbecue, but I'm starting to realize that Thursday nights I can't be out late, and I really should be home in bed, so I'm more awake. I'm just having my first sip of caffeine, trying to wake up, but here we go. Summer is doing this weird yo-yo. It's been warm, it's been cold, it's been warm, it's been cold. So it's not pool weather, but it's really good summer into fall weather. So if you're into that and walking around, the temperature's great. I am definitely missing the pool weather time, but it's good. I'm excited because today we have on an organization called the North Fork Foodie Tour. Well, the organization behind it is different, but an event called the North Fork in September, where you have an opportunity to visit a whole bunch of farms. This year they've added some vineyards, so you can experience what the North Fork. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning. Good to see you.
Say that again. You cut out a second.
Good to see you.
Yes, you too. As I was saying, I'm having a little slow start to the morning, and I'm just realizing I don't see Tracy. So I know she was out. I think she went to the North Fork event last night. I don't know how late she was there, but I don't see her here. So we'll just start, and she'll hop in. Good. You guys must be so excited, or I should say, working so hard. Good morning, Giovanni.
Good
On your
morning.
event that's coming up. So let's dive in, and oh, there's Tracy. I see her. So I was saying, let's dive in and introduce who you are, and I want to hear about how the North Fork Foodie Tour even began. Good morning, Tracy.
There she is. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
A little slow start because I partied too late last night.
Same. I was trying to make myself. It was 9 o'clock, and I was standing here going like this with my mascara because trying to make myself look presentable.
We're jumping in. Hi, Ellen, and hi, Marissa.
Hi.
Hi. So tell us how the North Fork Foodie Tour even came about. When did it start? How long has it been going on? Well, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you. No. No. It sounds like maybe there's like, is your phone resting on the table?
Can you hear us now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's fine. That's okay. No, I'm gonna figure it out. That's fine. All right. No problem. We'll figure it out.
So the way we began, we started in 2007,
okay.
and we're the North Fork Reform Synagogue. We're a small synagogue on the North Fork. We share a space with the Cutoff Presbyterian Church, and after one of our high holiday services, a bunch of us were sitting around at somebody's house and talking about how to raise money. We previously had an artist studio tour, which was relatively successful.
I didn't know that.
And but we started talking about all the new food things that were happening on the North Fork. Aldo's was just starting up. North Fork Potato Chip had just started up. There were a bunch of things like I said. Well, why don't we instead of doing artist studios, because people have done that before, it's not a new idea, why not do farms and places that produce food? And that's how it began. And we've been doing it ever since because it really worked, and we had a great time doing it, and people loved it. And it's 18 years later, and we're still doing it.
Wow, 18
Explain
years.
to us, how does the tour work? Is it self-guided? Like, how do people go on the tour?
Okay, so how people go on the tours, they buy a ticket, we exchange that for a wristband, and then they get a list of all the locations where the food tour is. There are 20 different places on the North Fork, starting in
Actually,
Bating Hollow, I guess.
Yeah, or Calverton, whatever that is. Yeah.
Calverton, all the way to Report this year. And they can take a look at the list or find the list on our website and a map. And then they just decide which ones interest them and go in any order to any locations that they want to go to.
Yeah.
How fun. And Giovanni Borghese is joining us today because Borghese Vineyards is one of the locations this year, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
That's right.
Well, good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You might have had a late night too with the event in your place last night.
You know, I've looked forward to this event in the summer as I've looked forward to the foodie tour for the last few summers, and I was happy to share with folks that I will be doing this at 9 a.m. the next morning, and would not exactly be participating in most of the festivities.
I thought about that yesterday. I was like, oh God.
And there's a lot going on there, so it's actually a big. It's really to my benefit to just not necessarily be a participant in the excitement that was last night, and keep aware of what's going on. It's a lot of people, it's a lot of cars to manage, but a lot of credit to them to organize that and do everything super safely.
Well, for those who don't know what Giovanni's talking about, the North Fork has their annual food and wine festival at Borghese Vineyards, and that was last night. And I know, Tracy, you went, and I want to hear all about it.
I believe I saw you, Giovanni, standing right at the entrance when we came in, and I waved at you. And
that's right. That's I breathe a very deep sigh of relief once we get into about the middle of the event and all cars have been on, and I know that most of the risk is behind us because there's a lot.
And as Tracy being an event planner, she fully understands what it takes to pull something together, whether it's big or small. And even with the foodie tour, even though it's I guess it's self-guided, there's a lot of moving components for you guys. So I'm sure behind the scenes, it's a lot for us to seamlessly have this fun experience.
Yeah. Well, Giovanni's Borghese has been part of the foodie tour for many years, so he was a perfect person to invite onto this interview. So, Giovanni, maybe you could talk about how it actually goes when a participant comes to your location.
Yes, absolutely. What we have found ourselves working, the rhythm that we found ourselves in that works really well is to essentially offer tours. And our tour, typically, when you come to Borghese, is roughly about an hour. Then we come back to the tasting room and conduct a tasting. And so it's a little condensed for the foodie tour. We try to keep them to about 45 to 50 minutes so that I'm able to do a tour on the hour every hour. We do one at 11, 12, 1, 2, and 3. And I would encourage folks to try to take advantage of the earlier tour if possible. The ones at 1, 2, and 3 definitely build as the day goes on. So if you're able to start here and do one at 11 and 12, I think you'll find it a little bit smoother, perhaps a little quicker. But you actually get into your cars and we form a caravan and go to the far adjacent corner of the farm. We'll hang out in the vines. I'll describe the life cycle of the vine and what happens on the farm throughout the growing season, on an annual basis, not just May to harvest. And then we go underground into the cellar where I show everyone the tank room and the barrel room, all the equipment and all of the processes that we employ, which is it's pretty cool. I really enjoy giving the tours myself because something new happens on every tour. You never know what question is going to be posed to you. So there's no real script. There's a general framework I might follow, but I definitely don't stick to it. I let the questions kind of dictate the direction that we go. And so it's always new for me and always different. And I look forward to this. I'm very thankful to be welcomed to this the few times that I have been, the handful of times I have been. I hope we continue for a long time because it could be overwhelming. It's a lot of people that come each hour, but I really really enjoy it. It's something I get a really positive reaction from everyone who does it, and that fuels me. That keeps me going.
Now you keep saying I, so does that mean that guests can expect you personally to do the tour for
That's right.
them?
That's right.
Wow.
I do all the tours at Borghese actually.
That's great.
It's something that I didn't used to do actually. I used to do the farmers markets in Manhattan. I used to do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Union Square, Grand Army Plaza, and the Upper West Side by the University, the Natural History Museum. And so it wasn't until
What do you bring to the farmers market? The wine?
yeah, from 2014 until COVID in 2020, 6 years running, I did that every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was only on the North Fork Sunday through Thursday, and then due to COVID, I kind of took a back seat to it. I took a bit of a breather, and I just gravitated towards more deliveries, local and beyond deliveries, and then tours. And my father actually used to give the tours, and he cherished them. He loved them because I think it was his little break from the office.
So
And
here's my little complaint. Here's my little complaint based on what you've just described about the tours and stuff. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
There seems to be 20 farms or 20 locations you can go visit, right, Marissa? And I want to go to the Borghese tour, but I also want to go to the Eight Hands tour. And it's not possible to sort of hit all 20 in the day, right? So I just want you to talk a little bit about what is the best way to approach it so you can hit all of these gorgeous things that are available.
Well, there's so many good things to do. Your tour sounds amazing. I actually have done the foodie tour. I've not done your tour, but I did do a tour with your father many years ago. So I think maybe what we'll do is, we'll definitely direct you to our Instagram or to our website. All 20 locations are listed there, as well as the 4 presentations that are happening that day. There's also an auction that's live now, but we can also tell you right now who the locations are. If you want, we could just go down.
Yes, I want to hear that. I wish they were all here to tell us what to expect, so everybody can pick and decide where they want to go.
Tell you, and then you can kind of work on mapping out your day before you arrive to the North Fork.
Yeah.
And all the information is available on our website, northforkfoodietour.com, easy to remember. You can buy tickets there, you can get a map, you can plan your day by looking at.
And by the way, the tickets are only $30.
I was just going to ask that. Okay.
It's under 12 are free. So really, it's just a fun day. Grab another family, 2 families, 3 families, come out and just have a really fun day.
And
okay.
Remind everybody what day this is.
Sorry, it's September 8th, a week from
September 8th.
Yeah. Sunday. And what? It's from 10 to 4. 10 to 4. And Giovanni, you said the first tour is at 11?
That's right.
But people can start anywhere. There's no starting location.
There's no
so I can start in Borghese.
But if you really want, there's docents at every location. First of all, you should know that. There are people at every location to help you. And I've been a docent, and it's really fun. It's great. You check in. We can kind of go over the map with you. We can give you some assistance about if you really don't know where to start and I don't want to use the word struggling, but you can always, our home base, our headquarters is at Charnews Farm in Southold.
Okay.
So that's where we're stationed, plenty of parking. All the presentations that are taking place that day are taking place there. So if you really don't know where to begin, just come to Charnews Farm and we'll help you.
Okay.
And or go to any foodie tour location and the docents will help you out. So they starting in the west, Lavender by the Bay in Calverton.
Okay.
Learn about lavender and bees. Farm Wine in Calverton, that's a new location, never been on the foodie tour before. They're a biodynamic vineyard, so that's like beyond organic. Very interesting. You'll learn about what biodynamic farming means, and you'll be able to taste some of their wine. And they'll take you around, okay? Red Barn Farm is in Bating Hollow. They have alpacas.
Yes.
And so you get to learn about alpacas and about why the alpaca.
Although alpacas have been on the show.
Yes, they have.
That was an interesting experience for us.
So you learn, why why alpaca fiber is so desirable. Goodale Farms, okay, cows, goats, great for kids. 1760 Homestead Farm, a Riverhead Town historic landmark, now being sort of brought back as a farm. Organic, very interesting.
But just want to add a note about Larry. He just is on a Netflix show. I think Blue Ribbon Baking or something. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out.
Yes.
So Larry's the one who's going to do the tours. So
of course.
Mattatuck Mushroom, which is one of my favorite spots because it's run by a couple of artists, and what they have done is sort of upcycle, trash essentially, and make it into caves to grow their mushrooms.
Wow.
Grow
That is cool.
varieties of
I feel like I should be writing stuff down so I know where I want to go.
I'll have to call Ellen after this.
Right.
Yes.
Website. Okay. Eastern Front Brewery in Mattatuck, Organda, and Giovanni Brown. Dissect Chocolates in Cutchogue. They'll talk to you about how they make the chocolates, and then you can try doing a little chocolate decoration. Eight Hands Farm is back after we were on the foodie tour almost from the beginning, and then after during the pandemic they kind of dropped off and they're back again. So that's great. They have sheep and pigs and a butcher shop and a cafe and chicken.
I've heard they really expanded quite a bit in the last year. So even if you have been there, it's probably good to add that to your list.
And I just want to add in there, if you are not subscribed to their newsletter, do it today.
Yeah.
They just, I mean, even if I don't end up going there, I feel like I know everything that's happening at the farm, just the way they write the newsletter. I would highly recommend everybody sign up to the newsletter because you get a taste for what it really takes to be a farm and what behind the scenes are, and the goat ran away and the chicken, this happened to the chicken. I love their newsletter.
Exactly. Okay. So, Oregon Road Organic, relatively new farm on Oregon Road, but they're doing a great job.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to have a sort of agricultural, vegetable trivia quiz for people who come on it.
Fun.
So they're going to give prizes, okay? Breeze Hill
That's
Farm.
fun.
They're new, okay? Breeze Hill Farm is also new. They've never been on the tour before. They have orchards, beautiful apples, peaches.
Their property is absolutely gorgeous. That's a great place to stop. Yeah.
Property and great market.
Market.
Yeah.
And people on a trolley ride through the fields. So
Lovely.
You want to take a little rest, go on the trolley ride, and then they're going to give everybody a sign on it.
Which are they're really good. I'm a bit of a connoisseur. Okay.
Okay. Catapano Dairy Farm. Also, they've been on the foodie tour since almost the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
They're under new management, no more Catapanos, but Aaron and Connor have taken it over, and they're still making great cheese, so you can see how cheese is made, and maybe you can get to see a goat milk.
They have the goat room, and usually in years past, they would take you in there. It's really cool.
Right. Yeah. And, they have places it's easy, it's a great place for kids, because the goats are very friendly.
Yeah, and they have a great market.
I'm so glad you just said that, because I'm sitting here going, I really want to do this, but can I do it with Tilly?
Yes.
Because I don't know. But that's good to know.
We're going to post about that too. I've been working on the social media. That's my sort of point of being here, as well as a member of the synagogue for many years myself. But yes, we will post of most.
That's great.
All the places for youngsters.
Well, maybe not the winery.
Maybe, but maybe, because, aside from the tasting,
Right.
walking through the fields,
Yeah,
learning
it's
about
beautiful.
grapes, seeing how it's done, I think that could interest everybody. Maybe maybe a 5.
I like that you said the word tasting, and I know when you talked about dissent, you talked about that you could sample stuff. So sounds like a lot of these places not only have activities that you can do, like the trivia and walking through the cellar, but you might also have some nibbles and samples from some of the places.
Yes, some. We don't like to see that because we really do leave up to the location what they think they can handle. But in years past, yes, there have been samples. At Catapano, you could get samples of different cheeses. You can try their hand lotions and things like that. She did say, Ursula said she would be giving small samples. But again, it is a long day. So we don't guarantee that. We don't make that part of your ticket price or anything. It's what the place can handle.
If you want to eat, you go to the event that Giovanni just.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you cut out. Say that again.
This is really for learning about what it takes to make great food or
Great wine.
Great beer. That's what it's about.
Marissa, can you repeat what she just said so we can, because we can hear you clear. And I know she just said what this is about, and I want people to hear that.
Tour. There are some certainly fun elements, but it's really about what it is to live and work on the North Fork of Long Island. As beautiful as it is here, this is hard work. I'm in the service industry, Giovanni's in the service industry. You really get, and I'm not on the tour, but you are going to get a real behind the scenes what it takes to get from that field to his bottle. Right?
Yeah.
That's no small feat, and that takes an entire, it's like half the year to do it, right? And then they get to sell it to us in the wintertime. But it's a lot of hard work that happens out here. Manatuck mushroom, the set, how she makes her chocolate. She's got a bunch of different temperature rooms. I work with her very closely. A new winery, farm wine. How do you get into the game? It's hard work. That's really the point of the tour. And along the way, you're going to get some great tours. You're going to get little samples of things that they make. You might even get some special discounts there just for foodie tour ticket holders.
But the point is, a lot of people have a good sense of where their food or how vegetable grows, where it comes from.
I didn't get any of that.
So you might have to move your phone because it's just.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so
Yeah.
a lot of people don't have a good sense of where their food comes and how it gets from where the food starts, the farm, and how the food gets grown at the farm. That's what I want people to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, now you completely cut out.
Right. If the North Fork would be the North Fork, because that makes North Fork.
Well, I would
understand.
I would also add on top of that is like you talked about. Larry will be giving the tour at 1760. Giovanni Borghese will be giving the tour at Borghese. Not only are you getting a behind the scenes look at, but you're also getting a feel for how many incredible small business owners are around and how involved they are in every aspect of the business. It's not huge corporations where you don't know who the owner is and where your food comes from.
These are the people who are getting their hands dirty.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, and you can trump it get dirty too. So Greenport Brewery. You can't take a tour there. They're having some things done in their brewing, but you can still stop by and get a free beer tasting.
Is that at the Peconic location or the Greenport location? Peconic, okay.
So you just wristband, get to taste any free beers. Take a little load off your feet, wet your whistle. Okay. Sweet Woodland Farm, or at Charners Farm, which is the Conic Land Agricultural Center. It's kind of farmers. So
Cool.
their herbs around, they grow them, herbs, things like that. Yeah, they also grow elderberry. North Fork Flower Farm, a new startup.
Love them.
They just recently moved to their new location. They're actually building a gorgeous building, and you'll be able to learn all about Oldfield. They have one of the sort of oldest locations in the North Fork. It's 400 years. Great rhyme. KK's Farm, biodynamic tomatoes, vegetables, also almost distilling in Greenport. They make spirits of all based on basically what the person ordering them wants. Right. Yeah. They do bespoke, distilling, and they'll take you through their room. Distilling stuff is fantastic to look at, and they might even give you a little taste. I'm sure. Anyway, I want to thank you to Conic Land Trust. Lets us use their barn for setting up and for and they've been a partner for all these and where's so the speakers are French Picnic. She's
Say that one again, Marissa. Can you repeat it? Because we couldn't hear it.
The French Picnic.
right.
She's going to be showing folks how to make a charcuterie board.
Wait, is this in Cutchogue or where is this?
Great. We have, and we're going to post the schedule also. So when you need a break from driving around, we have 4 speakers that day. We're going to have 10:30, 11:30, 1, and 2.
Right.
And that's at Charners Farm in Southold at our headquarters for the day.
Okay.
Well, I have to give a shout out to Slow Foodie Stand because Slow Foodie Stand is going to be doing a presentation at the barn at 11:30, I believe.
So 10:30 is going to be from she owns the French Picnic. She's going to show us how to make a charcuterie board, and we'll get from what we.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go quick. 11:30, Ralph Reinerson from Slow Foodie Stand. He's going to discuss the Snail of Approval Award, which is really small food, wine, artisan businesses, end of Long Island, not North Fork, that have received. Well, first of all, they've gone through a pretty rigorous process, and it's pretty much been determined that they follow the principle of good, clean, and fair food for all. And he will be discussing the program and others that sort of towards our agricultural sectors on the East End. We're going to have Kayla Bartholomew from East End Institute to talk about the version of right up here in Riverhead. It's going to be this building. If you haven't been there, they're going to be producing food, for event space, farming, a whole bunch of things on EFI. Very near out active now. And then at 2 o'clock, closing out with Chef Jeremiah Johnson, who's going to show us how to take some local ingredients, Caribbean.
Wait, Marissa, say that one again. Who's coming at 2? I don't know if you have to move your phone.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Jeremiah Johnson, the chef, and he is growing Caribbean vegetables at Charners Farm.
Wow.
He's another one of those people in the farm incubator that he's a chef. So he's going to demonstrate cooking a Caribbean favorite called pumpkin tau cup, and then share that with whoever comes to here and talk about himself and what he does and his food because he's very into nutrition and things like community gardens. So he's a very interesting guy with a wonderful Jamaican accent. So I'm sure you'll enjoy listening to him. So that's the speakers. It's a full day, and you cannot get to everything.
Well, but it sounds to me there's so many good options. No matter where you end up, no matter which direction you go, you're going to have an incredible day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and bravo to you guys for coordinating. I know what it takes to coordinate stuff like this, so bravo.
There's a lot of amazing people that work on this just diligently, and it's great. It's really amazing, and we really thank our staff. So thank you so much, Giovanni, for your participation.
My pleasure.
Thank you guys for letting me talk about it. Love to talk about it.
Yeah, too bad you guys had a little bit of static issue on your phone, but I really hope that everybody got a chance to hear all the amazing stuff that's going to be happening. Marissa, you mentioned you guys have a giveaway you're doing. Did you want to wrap the show up with pulling out your giveaway winner?
Oh, yes.
The giveaway from Slow Food?
No. I thought you had one with an online
Yes,
one.
I'm sorry. We did a contest for 2 free tickets with Ames Adventure, and the winner is Melissa Cranen.
Okay.
And we will notify her that she received 2 free tickets to the tour. She might already actually know. And so it was an exciting giveaway. I also did want to mention Slow Food East End will be also doing a giveaway. So if you come to their presentation at Charnews, you can enter for a chance to win a tote bag filled with all kinds of cool slow food goodies.
Okay. Also,
Yes.
not to forget, we also have an auction online. You can get to it by going to northforkfoodietour.com, and there'll be a place to press a button. All kinds of things North Fork that you can bid on. Things like a weekend in Washington at somebody's apartment. Things like
The arugula making class.
yes, a arugula making class. You can have somebody come and give you a consultation on your garden, planning your garden. All kinds of experiences. Also, gift certificates to restaurants and hair salons and things like that. All things North Fork, and some things beyond. So check it out. Anybody can bid, and that's a fun thing too.
That's
Sounds
so
great.
awesome. Thank you, Ellen, for being on, and thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Giovanni.
Thank
I would
you.
encourage everybody to buy tickets in advance. It is possible to buy tickets at the door on the day off also, right, for those who decide at the last minute?
At any location, any of the foodie tour locations, you'll be able to buy a ticket. So
Great.
look on the website and find that there's one right next door to you, go there. So otherwise, Charney's Farm in Southold, 3005 Youngs Avenue, Southold.
Wonderful.
Right.
Thank you guys for being on. This was wonderful.
Thank you.
Best of
See
luck.
Thanks for
everybody
having
next
us.
Friday, and then we'll see everybody next Sunday.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Happy